Did that fix it? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Rio is present, so you may hear her gripe. Welcome back in, everyone. It's good to see your faces. Welcome back into the atrium. It's been rough for me these last few weeks, but I'm trying to get back to normal, so here we are. Hope you guys have been doing well. I hope everything has gone as smoothly as it can. So, to start off today, we're going to be reviewing the submissions for our Art Fear-tober challenge. The participants were Captain Kev, Opie, and me. And these first set are by Captain Kev. So this was his submission for bike. I like the use of the line tools, very smooth, very artsy. Feel like I would see this on a sign somewhere or a poster.
Globian head pats commencing.
Aw, thank you, Apollo.
Pat, pat.
I hope you guys are doing well. We'll see how the frame rates do, because we're in a different place now. So hopefully we won't have the big lag storms we were having. I also need to start some music. I was wondering why it was weird. Okay. This was Kev's submission for horse. Very cool. I like the fact that you could tell it has a white snoot. This was Kev's submission for shoes. Very good. You gotta remember, Kev is doing art with a mouse. So I think this is really good work, given the tools. And this was his submission for hands. I like it. Very Mickey-esque. He submitted these as a joke, but I think he did really good for someone who doesn't practice art that often and for someone who's working on a mouse. I think these were wonderful submissions. Thank you for participating. You submitted those joke submissions. I want everyone to know if you even participate even with jokes, I appreciate it. And I think it is glorious. And then let me change this, because this next set is by our friend Opico. So she submitted hers all in one, and on this lovely graph chart here. Whoops, I forget. I can't zoom in really. Like that.
An adorable present.
Hi, Obi! You're just in time for us to look at your art. How you doing? Can't stay for long, as my mental health is garbage. Mine too. Thank you for being here. I hope it gets better for you. We're here if you need us. So up in the top left, we have the bike submission. I like it a lot. I like the colors. The green and the purple are very, they complement each other. There you go. That's the art term. They're complementary. And I like the chain, which I forgot in my original one. And then we've got the horse, and they did the like the horse head with the hat meme, and I think it's really good. It looks a lot like that mask. Then we've got shoes over here. I like them. They kind of remind me of Cinderella slippers. And this was the submission for hands. But I think they look really good. Opie just recently started doing art on tablet, and this was way better than my first forays into hands. Yes, bork bork. Okay, I know we just started, but I gotta go make sure she doesn't eat outside. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, we're back. Unfortunately, we were too late. I don't know what it is about moving, but it has made her regress her potty training. It's been a struggle, that's for sure. As I was saying, I like Opie's drawings a lot. And I think this one here was a really good representation of that horse mask. And then I'm gonna do my submissions. I'm proud of myself that I got these done. It was really tempting to just not do these, especially with everything that's been happening. So this was my submission for bicycle. Then we started horse on stream, and it was at that point I decided, oh, let's do a friend group. So this is a submission for horse. The best the best cure, because I see Opie's message there, the best cure for perfectionist drawing is just to keep drawing. I know it sounds weird and it's really hard at first, but that's how I got over it. It's just, you gotta keep it going and keep it consistent, and eventually it gets easier. Because my brain was the same way. And I've been actually practicing, like, I don't know, controlled imperfection, I guess. Allowing myself to not be completely perfect. I'm kind of forcing myself not to be perfect. This is the submission for shoes.
Logging visitor check-in into the Universal Database.
Hi, Kian. How you doing? And then I couldn't figure
A
out.
Sholon emissary
Arrow.
has arrived.
I couldn't figure out like a kid's costume for hands, so I just made their last friend an eldritch horror. I have been better. Me too. We just need to. You know what? Today's our bad mental health day, everyone. We can say it's been rough. We're gonna get through this, but today sucks. So this is their eldritch horror friend. And I went for a thing kind of like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. And so my headcanon is that this creature protects children on Halloween night from those who would do them harm. And it's this weird hand spider creature. And then I was going to well, it kind of glitched out. There we go. If not friend, then my friend shaped? Yes. So, in the Discord channel, I put that whenever they're not like hunting someone down for vengeance, all the hands are covering the face. And then depending on what kind of evil the person commits, that respective hand opens. and this particular person has done all three, so all three hands are open, and they're very dead. Very, very dead. This is what I would say is one of my controlled imperfection pieces. This was done the night before Halloween, and like, I know I could do better, but I just did not. I did not have the energy or capacity or time to do better. So I made something that wasn't the best that I could do, but like, I told myself it's okay. It's okay. It still came out good, I think. The thing about drawing eldritch horrors is the more imperfect they look, the creepier they are, which is for the best. Okay, those are our submissions for that. Now, it's commission week, so we're gonna get back to finishing up some art commissions that I had lingering. Now I gotta remember which pin I used for this. I think it was in one of these places I forgot. Nope. I usually have these separated by artist, like who I bought them from. But actually maybe down here. With the new library update, I could separate them, and now I gotta find where I put everything. I don't think it was this one. No. Let me make sure I'm on a test layer. How you doing, Ken? Other than
to the universal database.
Other than kind of bad. Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm gonna turn this down for me a bit. It's a little loud. Okay. Currently walking home. Safe trips. I know it's cold, so I hope it goes smoothly. Let me figure out. I gotta find the pin I was using. And I believe it was maybe part of a pack I had gotten from someone else, so I need to look and see if I can find this library. If not, I may have to go back and try to find it in my files. Okay, let me go try and find. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this for a minute while I go search the folders.
The captain is now on board.
Hi Kev, how you doing? Happy National Fried Clams Day? That sounds absolutely revolting. To each their own, I guess. don't eat clams myself, so I don't know. To me, they're kind of like a lot of people have like said they're really slimy and stuff. By the way, do you prefer to go by Lycanthrope or do you like Lyca? Do you have a nickname you want me to call you? I'll put it down in my system so that I know. Or do you prefer to go by Comfy or Comfort? Whatever you like to be called, let me know. Or if it's a full name thing, let me know too. Gosh, I gotta remember where these brushes are. I've got so much that I had gotten that I just left lingering in this folder. I don't mind anything in particular. Okay. I can't comment on clams, but I do know mussels are slimy. I had 2 friends try it at a buffet many years ago, and I'm not sure what prompted them to do it. I think one of them challenged the other. Is it this one? No. I think it was... I think it was part of a mega pack. Maybe Comic Inker. Or maybe was there a manga one? I think that might have been it. I mean, I would press you to find me a smart kid, an actually smart kid. Let me see. Let me look it up. I think this may have been it. I just gotta figure out which brush in this packet was. That sucks. I feel sorry for the old lady. I mean, that's funny. Another classic example of kids being kids. Clams, mussels, and scallops can be really good if you have them made right. Scallops aren't all that slimy, but most of the time it's just an adjustment thing. My friend just busted out laughing for 5 minutes straight. Of course, because you're the one who got in trouble for his antics. What's funnier than guilt-free shenanigans? Okay, it's not that one. No, there was one. I think it had, the icon had like a pink-haired person next to it, and I think that's the one I need to be looking for. Problem is, I can't see the icons while I'm searching for it. You have a video of this.
This is your self-care reminder. Please hydrate.
Sunny does not like
stretch, and
clams.
save your progress.
Everyone, make sure you take care of yourselves with me. See? Sunny's telling you, stop drinking your seed water. Oh, so that makes sense. Because Sunny basically just is chaos. I was raised on fish and other such, so I just tend to be used to the textures and mouthfeels they have. That is true. People do have acquired taste. Like, I know a lot of people probably on the coastlines and such that absolutely love clams and such. Nom nom salmon. I'm trying to find the mega pack because I'm pretty sure it was in one of the mega packs. Manga anime, there we go, that's the one. Okay, now I just gotta figure out which one of these it was. I think it was G-Pin. One of the G-Pins. May even have been this one. How did you bonk your noggin? Who is this one? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was this one at a lower... Yeah. Okay. Now I think where we left off, because it's been a long time since I worked on this, we were working on the back view. And I was... in the middle of fixing things to look like it's the back of the body. Let me get a good eraser on here, one that's not textured like mine. It'll need to be similar to this here, so that the different textures don't look weird. Customer service desk has this weird half wall coming down from the ceiling, and I stood underneath it. Gotcha. Chest plopples. This is supposed to be the back, so definitely don't want chest plopples on the back. Did I remiss the showcase? You did. I did it in the front. It does sound ouchful. Maybe what we should do for the back, because she has a bodysuit. Well, this will be the cape, so let me just focus on one thing at a time. Oh, this is so not the same brush. It's too... Okay, let's see. Oval? Maybe oval. That sounds ouchful too. I don't remember which one of these pins it was. Is it a manga model line? Maybe this one. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Need to keep notes on brushes to use it. Yeah, especially on these commission things, because I know it takes me a long time to get through them. I want the back of the cape to just look like that. Also, I think maybe what happened was I had... Maybe it was one of these G-pins. I think I remember it being a G-pin. I just gotta figure out which one it was. Maybe this one. This one looks... Okay, yeah, I think it was this one, and then I think maybe I had customized it to have a higher stabilization because of my shaky body parts. Okay, yep. So I want to give the back of the cape some I don't know. Intrigue, I guess is the right term. also need to change this eraser. I think I'm just gonna change it to like a big fat thing. There we go. So maybe let's get the back of the cape some kind of design. Since the thing is kind of triangles, maybe we can have it like I'm down here on the back too. Maybe let's do like a cutout. It'll still have the collar kind of thing like this, and then like a triangle cutout. Kind of match the gloves. Where would the shoulders be? Kind of there. Let's go erase away. Nope, that one's got an opacity to it too. Maybe like a monoliner. Here we go. Maybe the square one. Yeah, there we go. The square one will do. Need to figure out. Okay, so I need to clean up some of these speckles. They're just floating around on the canvas. Oh, you forgot the ducks existed. You know, you go so long without getting hit with a duck and you forget they're just quietly lurking in the corner, waiting. Need to fix some of this hair shape. I will, thank you. Everyone take care of yourselves with me. And a stretch. We're doing okay on frames so far. I was worried because Amadi said he was having troubles streaming in this area whenever he was here. He said he experienced frame rate issues here, but I think we're doing pretty good. I'm sure a lot of his problems was he just had an older Xbox. Okay, so I think this is the hair. Since it'll be kind of transparent, we'll leave it at that. Maybe just kind of do something like this to help break up the shape a little. Okay, next we'll do the hands. I'm actually going to go above to start doing these. Accidentally raised that. Which hand is this? Okay, let's go over to that one. So now the hand's going to be flipped. Let's turn that down. So this is kind of going to be the palm. This is going to be the pinky. So you'll see the thumb back here. And you'll still see this finger coming out here. Glove is pretty much going to be the same too. And there's some tangent lines happening here. I think I need to go fix that. Yeah, no problem. You did do that on a mouse, right? Because like I said, it was pretty good. I couldn't have done any better with a mouse. There's some talent there. Affirmative. Knew it. Then I think I also need to not take that finger all the way down to the glove. Okay, then I can just flip this. That one over there. Oops, I accidentally deleted. Oh no. That was right. I just have to undelete it. Make sure deleting the right ones. And then we'll do the shoes. Can't use a standard mouse because of my back injuries. So, but a mouse that you control with your thumb. Gotcha. Is it one of those that's like kind of looks like a tower? Or is it a whole different shape that I'm not aware of? Okay. Let's increase the size again. I gotta make this the back of the shoe now. So I'm gonna come up real quick. Looks like a regular mouse, except the ball attached is on the side that sticks out. Gotcha, from the side of the mouse. I'm gonna make sure this is kind of straight. Gotcha. Can you look up some reference or something, because sounds not right. There we go. It'll be something like that. I've also heard some humans say that beef tongue is really good if it's prepared right. It's one of those things that's really hard to prepare it right. Okay, I think that's it for the back. Now I gotta try to do the side view. Maybe not such an upturned nose. Gosh, I gotta try to replicate these eyes now. In fact, let me get reference, and I can have her eye pulled up here while I'm working on it over here. Let me do it on a new layer too. I think the scaling is off on this. It is. I'll have to redo it, but and then the eye would have to move down. And since I'm gonna have to redraw this, I'm just gonna merge those. Let me turn this off for now so I can redo the line work on this. Oops, let me bring that down. Okay, turn this back on. Let me come down here
It
and
is time for invasive capitalism.
boo.
We'll be back after these forced messages.
Consume, 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 consume.
This is your self-care reminder. Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Okay, so we have to go take an ad break so no one gets pre-rolled whenever they first come in. Now's a good time to get up and stretch, get a snack, drink some water. We'll be back in a few minutes.